Hello, my name is Eric Reynolds. I go to Governor State University and I'm majoring in media studies with a minor in art. Today, I wanted to talk about something very important. Today, I will be covering various news outlets, also comparing and contrasting them, while also talking about the second wave of the coronavirus. On a global scale, there has been a rise of cases in Europe. With the flu season approaching us, the novel coronavirus has been on the rise. Today, I will be covering various news outlets, also comparing and contrasting them, while also talking about the second wave of the coronavirus. To begin, let's look at the news outlets that I've chosen. The three international news outlets that I'm using today are Al Jazeera, a Quran state owned news outlet, The Globe and Mail, a Canadian newspaper, BCC from Britain, and finally Euronews, the local news article that I've chose to compare these four with is ABC News and US News, American Broadcasting Company. To begin, I found that all news outlets talk more about the continent of Europe and branched out to specific areas. Al Jazeera talks specifically about France, but has other articles about other places within Europe. I found the US articles to be significantly shorter than the others, while ABC branched out into other statistics such as age groups, social distancing when pertaining to Europe. When looking at the title of these articles, I found that there were similarities within how they worded the situation. Words like plunge, surge were used to describe the intensity of the coronavirus. Other eye catching words that I've seen throughout the article include long, hard winter, triggering, and overwhelm or overwhelming. What I like about these articles is that they use good sources. Out of all of these articles, I think I would have trusted the ABC and Euronews because they have the most legit sources. ABC also had a PDF from the CDC themselves when talking about the coronavirus in Europe. The only thing about this news is that they are everywhere with information. Although there has been a lot that has been said by the professionals within the French community, what I didn't understand was why they didn't have citizens to say how they felt about being locked down. I found these articles confusing when explaining the lockdown, yet children have to risk their lives going to school to get an education. BCC does mention that there has been protests in Germany, but has no quotes from participants. I would like to see more sources in the US news article. The article itself felt like a summary rather than getting into the details from Europe. I felt the same way about Al Jazeera, but I only used the article on France. One of the most significant things that I would like to see from all of the articles is ways to cope with lockdown. In my experience, I found it very difficult to stay in the house for months. In conclusion, all of these articles are great for different purposes. If I wanted to read something short or just something short, I would read maybe the Al Jazeera article or the US News article, but I may not be able to retain as much information as I would with some of the more specific articles which go over some of the numbers and the actual cases within each country within Europe. To begin, let's take a look at the news outlets that I've chosen. The three international news outlets that I'm using today are Al Jazeera, a Quran state